Good evening and welcome to Motivational Monday with Luann B. Back again to inspire you for this week to go do, as my friend Tony Wolf would say. Really, I'd really appreciate it if some of you would join me on the call because I really want to talk to you instead of just talking at this computer. But I made a commitment to myself in June of 2016 that I was going to do a Motivational Monday segment every Monday night. And I am going to honor that commitment at least for 1 year and see how it goes. I know you're out there listening because people come up to me and say, "Oh, I watched your Motivational Monday last night. It was great." So I appreciate that you are listening and you are following me. But I'd love to talk to you live. So know that in June, when I've made my year-long commitment to do this, complete and honored the commitment I make to myself, which is very important to do, then I'm going to be looking at what's next. And so tell me, how can I serve you? I want to have conversations with people. It's one of my passions to have deep conversations, thought-provoking conversations. And I am constantly on the journey of learning new things, and I wish to share them with you. I'm sure you're learning things that you could share with me. I just had the most amazing week speaking at various places, and that was a huge amazement for me. I mean, it was miracles abound because my favorite thing to do is speak in front of an audience, do training, speaking, and I got to do that literally every single day last week in some format or another. I was in front of a room speaking about the things that I care about, sharing the knowledge that I have. And so, hey, if you ever need a speaker for any event and you're listening to me and you enjoy the things I have to say, well, you just give me a call because I would love to come and speak in front of any group. And I have lots of topics. Passion, of course, is primary, and I think it is key to any success whatsoever. So it always comes up no matter what the other conversation is: marketing, networking, relationships, you name it. Passion is going to be a piece of it in some way or another. And so they all flow together for me. So you tell me what your need is, and I will come up with a presentation for the audience that you're targeting or who will be before me. So remember that. So much going on in my world, and this is all about inviting you into the conversation. So please show up for the conversation in the future, or tell me, is it the day of week, the time of day? Is that a challenge? Do you want this at another time? Or is it just that you like being able to view it when you're ready to view it rather than have a conversation? Could be. And that's okay. Keep viewing it. I like it. But for those of you who want to have a conversation with me, help me pick a better day and time if that's what it is. Or if you want personal coaching, you know where to find me for your life or for your business. I'm on this journey with you, though. I want to remind you of that. I am constantly learning and bringing new things to the table. So at one of the conferences that I spoke at last week, the Administrative Professionals Conference here in our community, and the keynote speaker for that day, I had a breakout session and, of course, took them through the passion test process. They loved it. But the keynote presenter that morning, boy, he just fed right into the passion test concepts with what he was teaching us. But I want to share some of the things I picked up, new things. And, it's not that it's really new. It's that you hear it from a different space at a different time when you're ready to absorb it. Which reminds me, before I go into what I learned last week, I just did a meditation before I started this call tonight. And in the meditation, it was about financial wellness and reminding you that abundance is all around you and flowing in. And she said, and I've heard this meditation many, many times before, but today it hit me. She said, the only thing that's holding you back from achieving the abundance The financial wealth that you desire is your allowance. Think about that. Parents give their kids an allowance. I started laughing in the middle of the meditation. I'm like, of course it is. It's my allowance. It's what the universe is paying me. And I need to be able to allow for it to flow in. Oh my gosh. It is my allowance from the divine. Money doesn't come from people. Money doesn't come from hard work. Money doesn't come from any other source, but then you allowing it in. It is your allowance, your ability to allow it to flow in. And that flow is coming my way these days. And you know what else? I have noticed that it's coming in for all of my clients. And I am watching my clients that I've worked with in the past, that I look at them now and I go, what are they doing? They're achieving their goals. They're achieving their financial goals. They're making it happen. They're manifesting the things in their life because they've now opened up to allow it to come in from the work that I've done with them. So cool. So I love words and how they have that double meaning, that all these years my parents were giving me an allowance when I was a kid. It was teaching me to receive, to allow things to flow in, and then to be in the currency of money, to be in the currency of money. It is a current. It's currency. It's the flow of energy. Oh my gosh. That's all it is. I also watched Lynn Twist on Super Soul Sunday with Oprah. I got into Super Soul Sunday, sat here just working and listening all day long. Lynn Twist writes about the soul of money, and she talks about stepping into sufficiency, knowing that we have all that we need. We have all that we need. Quit chasing after it and stand in sufficiency and the enoughness that we all have enough. Because when we feel like we have less than, or somebody else has more than, or that we're struggling to keep up with them, then we're in a struggle. And we all have enough. All right. That means you're enough too, by the way. We've talked about that before. You are enough. You are whole and complete, and you are enough. You have enough, and we all have enough. And look at all the amazing things you already have. Because you do. I know I do. My house is filled with them. My relationships are filled with them. I'm so blessed with all the amazing people around the world that I know. And I just keep meeting more people, like fabulous Jerome Davis, who I met this week. And I missed a beat. Next time I'm going to call Jerome and say, Jerome, come on and talk to my people that are listening to me, because he was awesome. So he was the keynote at the Administrative Professionals Conference last week that I spoke at. And he started out with this. So cool. Information plus application is transformation. Yes, ma'am. It is that. And I provide a lot of information and tools that you can use to apply what you've learned so that you can transform your life. And we're always transforming. So stop being afraid of that word. Yes, things are always changing. You might as well be in control of that change instead of letting it happen to you. And so that's what this work does that I do, is it helps you take control of your direction, where you want to end up, by establishing your passions and following those in life. And it's joyful. I am a joy catalyst, just like my friend Patty Blakesley, who's off learning more fabulous things in Florida. And we'll have to have her come on and speak about too. We just love more and more information. And my journey in life is ongoing personal and spiritual development. And all of that helps me be more successful in my business. So, more than listening to me, right? You take the information and you need to apply what you learned. And that is where people get caught. They go and they absorb information, they read books, they do all these amazing workshops, and they come back to their life and they do the same thing over and over again. It's just cycle. You want to get in the flow. That's a figure 8. The flow is a figure 8, constantly giving out, learning, bringing in, putting more out, learning, getting it, bringing in. Same with the flow of money. It's a figure 8. It's a circle. Come join us on the Southern Muse with Tanya Vilar, and you'll learn all about the figure 8. By the way, Tanya's going to be starting another 40-day challenge, and I'm doing it again because I learn and grow and have quantum shifts every time I do. I'm going to start on May 8th. Oh, nope, back up. Reverse. On May 1st, she just told me today, rather than May 8th. May 1st, she's going to start on. And so be ready for that. Be ready for that. You can take the free challenge or the upgraded challenge, which is just 170, and then you get personal coaching, and stick with me, and we'll go through this together again because it's fabulous. All right? Okay, so you got to take the information, and then you have to apply it and use it in order to transform. And you know what? That is exactly what Tanya does. She helps you integrate it into your body and own the changes that you want to make and be in the flow of that currency, that figure 8, okay? So get off the rat race, get off the wheel, reach out to me, reach directly out to Tanya Vilar, the Southern Muse, get on our mailing list, and we'll get you hooked up with the 40-day challenge and start making your transformation. You have to apply it. And that's why sometimes we need a coach. And that's why Tanya is my coach. And I can coach you to get to the level I've gotten to. Let's use proper English. And then, you can move on to your next awesome and amazing coach that can take you to the next level and the next level and the next level. And that is the joyous journey of this life, self-discovery. If you have that interest, get on the bandwagon with us. Go do. Stop making excuses. I don't have enough money. We all have enough. It's just where we choose to spend it. Okay? I don't have enough time. Yes, we do. It's just where we choose to spend it. And if you say you don't have enough of those things, then you don't have enough of those things. Henry Ford. If you say you can't, then you can't. You have to say, I can. I can do it. I'm going to do it. I am a divine dynamic spiritual teacher. I declared it. I am. And I'm becoming it more and more deeply every day. So, one of the other fabulous things that Jerome shared with us that is disturbing and reasons why we all need help getting out of stuck, and that is that 77% of all the internal dialogue going on in here, 77% of all the internal dialogue going on in here is negative self-talk. We want to stop that from happening, right? We're going to stop that. But we need help. We've been programmed. We've been programmed with that for how many ever years you've been alive, most likely. At least since you were 2, 3, 4, 5 years old, when people start saying, no, you can't do that to you, then you started to be programmed. And so now, at 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, we need to retrain our brains to look at the positive, think in the positive, know that we're enough, know that we have enough, all of those things. And it takes help. It takes help. I've been getting help with it for years, and I can help you. Just ran into a retired woman. I know she's retired, so I'm guessing she's over 60 at least. And she was at my workshop last week, and she stopped me and she said, Luann, it was just what I needed. It was just what I needed. Now I got to apply it and stay on track. And I reminded her that we still need help. She's determined to apply it, but she was already beating herself up. She's like, sometimes I need a kick in the pants. Well, we all do. We all do. Sometimes we have a bad day and we need someone to lift us up by our bootstraps and help us. And it's okay to ask for help. Oh my gosh, that's another big one. So I meet this woman. She was another one of the speakers at my conference on Saturday, which was the Business and Professional Women's Regional Conference here in Minnesota. I was the keynote speaker, and this woman, Jill Mays was her name, was on a reality show called Strong. Here she is, a pastor's wife from Minnesota, and she applies to be on this reality show to get fit. Comes out to be this very strenuous, very intense challenges working with a male personal trainer to train you in your fitness, but they put them through these horrendous challenges. And she realized one of the things that she needed to know, do for herself, is be okay to ask for help. Be okay to ask for help. And you know what these personal trainers did? They were their cheerleaders. We all need cheerleaders from time to time to say, it's okay, you can do it, keep going. I want to be your personal cheerleader in life and bring joy back into your life, okay? It's okay to ask for help. We all need help. And then I've talked about this before. The thing on the other side is that when people get to help you, it is a gift. It feels so good to help other people. You know that when you help other people, it is a gift to be able to help, okay? So stretch that muscle and ask for help when you need it. Reach out to a coach, any coach, me or somebody else. Get yourself a coach because we all need help. We all need support. Jill also said you got to recognize the cringe. Recognize that which makes you snap back and go, ooh, I don't like that. And then name it and tame it. The name it and tame it comes from my friends at the Wright Institute. I learned that a few years back going through their program, another great program, year-long transformation. And that's another group that truly help you to implement rather than just sit and learn. So it's a full year program, and it's called Wright Transformation, I believe. But you can find them, Wright Transformation, out of Chicago. All right, so know what makes you cringe, what's pulling you back, because that's contraction, right? It's making you contract. Know it, acknowledge it, recognize it, then give it a name and say, thanks for helping me learn. Thanks for helping me learn, because that's when we transform, when we can acknowledge that we contract and that we have a fear, and then we can break through it. We can transform it, okay? And when you name it, it can no longer impact you. The fear dissolves. The fear dissolves. Oh, such good stuff. Then we got to hear from, because the whole conference title was stepping out of your comfort zone. Do I talk about comfort zone? I talk about comfort zone, right? The comfort zone ain't so comfortable. So these are all tools and tips to step out of the comfort zone. That's living, taking a risk, having some fun, right? Breaking through your fears. That's living. You know, like if you get on a roller coaster when you're still scared to death to get on a roller coaster, and then you scream through it, and you come out the other side, you go, that was so much fun, you know? That's what it is in life. Break through our fears and get on with it. It's fun. So come have fun with us. Speaking of coming and having fun with us, summer is coming. If you have yet to make plans, I have a writer's retreat on schedule. I have 2 Boundary Waters trips, our transformational treks on schedule that still have openings in them. We have our river trek going down the Mississippi River. All of the events I do, and I'm going to put out a newsletter on this, all of the events I do are about providing an environment, a safe environment where you get the love and support to break through those fears and into transformation. That's what they're about. Loving, supporting. By the way, no survivor challenges on any of these things. No be strong Jill Mays moves, okay? None of that. They were sequestered on a ranch for 9 weeks. Oh my gosh. That's what it takes when you're filming a TV show. We're not filming a TV show. We're just people, individual people who care about other people having transformation and who want to lovingly support them through it. And so These are the opportunities. And these are inexpensive opportunities by comparison to the transformational leaders that I have learned from and spent money on, right? Yes, we all want to learn from them, okay? And I would highly encourage you to go through the Year of Miracles and the right foundation transformational programs. All great programs, okay? Larger investments than I'm asking you to make to come hang with me and start your journey of transformation. I believe I'm the beginning. The passion test is a base foundation, and it's the beginning of a transformation. When you get to the point that you say, I'm tired of being stuck, I'm tired of living a life that's just the comfort zone and not inspiring, I'm tired of going through the same thing over and over again and expecting different outcomes, that's when you come see me. When you're ready to pull your bootstraps up and have fun doing it, right? Remember, Tanya, not my SPF. Simple, profound, and fun. Simple, profound, and fun. We are all about having fun. We are not intense. We are not forcing challenges on you that are like those crazy reality shows. None of that. None of that. Okay? Fun, loving, supportive people to help you break through your fears and transform. Oh, Joy Baker. Joy Baker is a blogger, joy.the.curious, and she just loves investigating things. And she writes about it. She's a great blogger, and she was responsible for investigating, for uncovering, let's say that, for uncovering details in the community of Minnesota where Jacob Wetterling was abducted and helping to solve his case last year. Oh, touching, beautiful, awesome speaker. If you need a speaker on child abduction, talk to Joy. Joy.the.curious. Fabulous, fabulous speaker. She said she felt like she was going through midlife recovery when she got in this. I love that language. It's midlife recovery. I'm recovering from a career of doing things I didn't like, and I'm going to shift and change. Midlife recovery. Ruth, my friend Ruth, if you're listening, you go ahead and use that one in your business. It's a good one. I got to text you about that. Midlife recovery. So are you in the right place at the right time, doing the right thing that honors your gifts? Are you in the right place at the right time, doing the right thing to honor the gifts in you? If you answer no, you need to call me. And we'll take you through a midlife recovery program to get you on the life you want to live. You see, Steve Jobs said, a lot of times people don't know what they want until you show them. So, how about this? You want bubbly, joyful life like mine? Then, if you want that, call me. I help. That's what I do. I help. Oh, public opinion in this country is everything. Interesting. Abraham Lincoln, no new ideas. Abraham Lincoln also said, if you want to know your future, then you must create it. The best way to know your future is to create it yourself. That's what we do in the passion test. Create it ourselves. Oh my goodness. Such great information. I am running out of time this evening. I'll save some of this for other times. Please remember, reach out, send me a text message, Facebook message, what have you, and tell me if you're enjoying these and if there's a better time and date that you could get on and have a conversation with me. It's free coaching through Motivational Mondays. I want to hear from you and what's going on for you and share all the blessings I've had from the transformational leaders I have been absorbing for the last 10 years and share them with you. That's what I want to do on these calls. And then when you're ready to step into more transformation, come to one of my events. Come to one of my events. They're awesome. They're small ones where there's small groups, the transformational treks into the boundary waters, beautiful, serene, peaceful. We do the passion test process, and we have conversations around the campfire. Only 8 women allowed, and 2 of those are my sister and I. 2 of those are my sister and I. and she's going to guide you on wilderness exploration, and I'm going to guide you in personal exploration. And we call them journeys of joy. Journey of you, joy. Getting to know yourself again and stepping into then applying it when you get home. The riverboat cruise is an extension of that. Oh my gosh, I almost forgot. Please help me spread the word of our cruise for cancer survivors. This is on a cruise ship down in the Caribbean. It is awesome, but it is well beyond your average cruise, right? Again, getting away from everything in life and taking a personal look at self and having fun. So it's about celebrating life after cancer. Again, joy, celebrating life after cancer. And who do you know that is a cancer survivor or their supporters who might want to invest, the supporter to invest to take the cancer survivor on the cruise, or the cancer survivor to maybe invest and pay for the people who have been supporting them to come on the cruise, or they all invest on their own and they come and they're going to get personal coaching from me. They're going to get workshops on the passion test and self-care and how do we move this into the future and create a new life after I've survived this. And people surviving all the time now, but they're lost when they come out of it because they've spent so many years in survival mode. And now it's time to celebrate and move on. That's in October. All of these things on my website. The Renew Women's Retreat in November. Let's just fill up summer, okay? Fill up summer. Writers Retreat the first weekend of June. And then the trek in mid-June. And then another trek in August. And lots of workshops around the local community if you're interested in joining me there. So, thanks again for tuning in and listening to Motivational Monday. I'm going to respect our time and keep them to 30 minutes so you know what you're investing in time to listen. And hopefully you've picked up on some word or one inspirational message this week that is exactly what you needed to hear to get you through this week on fire, inspired to achieve the life you're desiring. Much love. Until next Monday, 6 p.m. Join me, Central Time. Have a fabulous, fabulous week.